Hey every pony, it's your future evil overlord of all things pony here, and this has been bothering me since Rarity Takes Manhattan. Has anyone else noticed that primarily, especially in Rarity's field, Earth Ponies are more prominent in the field of creativity? No, really, get a tally mark for every unicorn or Pegasus that's in the creative field that produces a product. You'll end up with maybe like 3 speaking roles, and that being Rarity, Saffron, and Donut Joe. There's probably others. For the most part, it's really Earth Ponies that primarily invade this particular field, which I find odd. The only other creative that's a Pegasus I can think of is Zephyr Breeze. Totally not Emperor Cusco. Nope, just Zephyr Breeze. Just Zephyr Breeze. Most higher markers of fashion have Earth Pony representatives, rather than unicorns who can very easily make this same stuff with more detail in less time, especially considering magic! Could it be because seemingly Earth Ponies have a, as Trender Hoof so eloquently put it,
You know, I have such respect for the work ethic of Earth Ponies.
As was shown in episodes like Sweet and Elite and Heartswarming Eve, unicorns are more known to be born into nobility and riches, as they have Earth Pony servants and unicorn intellectuals working for them while the athletic Pegasi worked on the weather. But that's just in Rarity's field, though. What about others? Well, in the case of culinary work, it actually seems like the exact opposite. Though only in one central location, for the most part, the culinary world in contrast seems to be ruled by unicorns, which I find odd considering something like that seems in reverse. Shouldn't it be Earth Ponies in culinary school and unicorns in sewing? That seems odd, right? There could be another side to this coin, however. A lot of times in MLP, unicorns and Earth Ponies tend to have 2 views. If it's not useful, you don't need it, and if it's high quality, you have to have it. While both work in similar ways, they don't implement these ideals in the same way. Unicorns tend to get talents that are centered around learning and expressing knowledge, and while, yes, cooking is a very creative field with a lot of trial and error, it's really a science of innovation, trying to create something that's not only better than the previous rendition, but also easier to do. Earth Ponies tend to have talents that use their hooves, which fit into places like farming and seemingly demolition, but it also requires a lot more personal touches to things when feeling around for something that goes well together instead of having to go by an exact formula. As for Pegasi, well, most of the Pegasi in the show are athletic and weather-based. On top of that, so far, no one I know have provided a product more than a service. And the only one I can think of is really Zephyr Breeze. And even then, that's a little iffy because the product he's producing is hairstyling, which is still more of a service than a product, considering the fact that a product is something you can physically hold, and a service is something that you get paid to do. That's not to say that Pegasi aren't as creative as unicorns or Pegasi. They're just using it in a different outlet. I mean, the Wonderbolts are incredibly creative ideas. Like, the fact that you have to do all of that in the air with a large group is a very creative and hardworking process. Of course, that's just my theory. If you have an opinion or a theory on this, please put it in the comments below. Sorry I haven't been able to put out a review or an analysis video since school started, but I do have a lot of collabs around, including the Cafe Cast at the Cafe YouTube channel. But if you want to hear some of my opinions on some of the recent episodes, you can look over there. It's really interesting. I highly recommend it. If you guys have some free time on your hands or just want art, I do have a DeviantArt page, and I'm doing a special for people who can edit videos for me while I can't make them myself during school. There's a link to what the special implies in the links below, as well as my DeviantArt page. And you can all see my horrible art. Even this thumbnail is my own work, and I hope you liked it. If you could help me out by doing this, I would really be beyond grateful for this. I'm trying to get you something legitimate on my channel soon. Thank you for your patience. This has been your Future Evil Overlord, Crimson Glow, and